Broken Tool Garage. This week, I'm going to be working on my Ramcharger side glass. There's been some leaking in that area, and I actually have all the interior out. The headliner kind of isn't in the best of condition now because of that. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get that fixed. Alright, let's just jump right into it. The trim is coming off. So look down in there, that's all the crud that's back behind it. I think half the clips are already broke off because it's actually, I'm not going to say it, I'm not going to say it, it is coming off. So the trick of this, actually I did this whenever I did this, oh, hey, look at that. So hey, I did this whenever I worked on Jim, and I'll link that video in there, just using these two pieces right here or a permutation of whatever's in the Harbor Freight kit, and just go through and slowly work it. Once you kind of get one out, or if you have one backed off enough, you can look down and see what the clip looks like. Okay, one piece off, not mangled. And you can see, maybe see the mess that's in the floor where I blew it out before I even got it off, but that tells you, you know, 1985, it's been collecting gunk in there ever since. And one of the reasons I'm taking it off, because I think that the seal back in here has rotted around there and it started leaking. Now this is glued in just like what I had to do on Jim's back glass. See, here's the little clips right here. There's one of them anyway. I have one similar to it. It's the ones I got for the Mustangs I'm working on, and I have replaced those, but these boogers, they fit real tight. I think I had to actually modify them a little bit. This little piece right there is a spring. I need to push it in a little bit, because what happens, it sets, come over here, I'm going to clip it on because they're a pain to get off. If I put that on there, there's no room for the trim, and it's real springy, and it's hard to get the trim in and hard to get the trim out. Now why? Now, if you want to know how I know how hard it is to get the trim out, it's because, yeah, if you watch right up in there, what happened to Jim after I painted Jim, got the trim on and everything, replaced, well, at least the back glass clips, and there we are. Yeah. The other thing, this was really loose. A lot of the clips had already rotted, like we see right here, it's rotted. These I think are plastic ones. I'll have to dig one of those out and get some replacement ones of those. That one wasn't even there. That one's all rusted and everything. So this trim was about to pull a Jim front. Yeah, and again, you can watch out. We'll put that right up there. Fun stuff. I'll link those videos. I'll put a link in there, or the little clicky links at the end. Anyways, nothing real crazy going on here. Just got to be careful. I'll have this piece to pull out, another hockey stick looking piece, and then the bottom piece there. But it's going to get easier. And then yeah, try to get fixed, and probably leave the trim off for a little bit because I want to come in there and clean that real good and paint it. So yeah, just how it is. That, or I can put it back on to try to take it back off and not mangle it. So it's almost like I gotta make it look like Jim where all the trim's off. Okay, I got a booger one in here that just does not it does not want to let loose up in there, and I sitting there messing with it, and I noticed the glass is actually moving, so it has separated from this urethane seal that's in here, right? And that's what I was suspecting. So it's probably loose all the way up and around. Who knows how far? I'll have to get the trim off to figure it out. But this one right here is being a bugger to get out. And I've already bent the inside a little bit where it hooks in there. I'm trying to straighten that out as long as I don't bend the outside. But probably can't see that little ornery sucker in there, just hanging on for dear life. Does not want to let go. So you're going to run into that. Just, if you have to, take a break, come back at it. The last thing you want to do is grab a hold of it and just try to rip it off, because you're done. You're not going to fix that. Alright, well, that's one of the troubles I ran into right there, and I did find the glass is loose. So, okay, I did bend it just a little bit right in there, but that's easily fixed. But literally, I come in with my little hook one and got it up. I guess it'd be, oh, now I got to think backwards twice. I did that number right there, and it wasn't, as soon as I just turned you off, I mean, it wasn't 15 seconds later, I went in and did that number and it just come right off. See that? Oh, I don't know if you can see I got one hand rocking and one hand pushing. I'll have to come in and clean this thoroughly and come in and hit the spots I know that leaks, which I can, verify that with water. Now that I don't have the headliner in either or any interior, but I'll probably find a lot of that. Whew! I'm glad I'm getting on this now. I didn't think it was that bad, but that's what we got. It just kind of popped loose. Let's see here. Oh yeah, look right here. And that's my separation point. That goes all the way down. So I've got to be careful taking this out, because what holds the glass in? The glue. So you can see when I come in and did this stuff right on the outside, that didn't do anything. What I should have done is come back on the top side and put it in, and that might have helped, but that's I mean, that just needs some replacing there. Come back and maybe tape them together or something. That way I know how they go back together, and then mark on it left and right. Well, I'll probably do one side at a time. Like I said, I don't want to put the trim back on and then have to come back and paint it and take the trim back off, because if you're painting to try to get, like behind all this trim here, if you want to do a good paint job, you really got to take the trim off to get back behind there, and it definitely needs some paint. But honestly, I was on a rambling just slightly. I was on a live stream. I think it was Neil Mustang's live stream, and Brutal was there, and they were talking about different things you can do with your paint. Well, I don't know if Brutal was there or not, but there's different things you can do with your paint. So this might be a good candidate for paint restoration, which is going through and just doing a good. What I would do is just go through and polish it out real good. Use the, what's that orange stuff, New Finish or whatever it is. Go through, do all that, and see how it looks before I go in and start pulling trim off and just painting the whole thing. Now the top, it's not going to do anything. I'm going to have to paint the top, right? So, but like I had to paint the bottom, and I did that with my satin black down here. So it's below the trim, so you can't, I did that all the way down. If I did, yeah, I did up underneath that trim right there. But it was rusted. I had to do that. But the rest of this might actually polish out pretty good. Got a scratch there. And then just touch up as necessary. I did not want to dive deep into this project right now, but I mean, looking at it, it's something that I got to do it. I got to do it right now. Phoenix is knee deep in Phoenix, but Phoenix is actually stored. It does start. It does move under its own power, so that was a huge hurdle there. And I want to get this to where I can actually drive it, enjoy it. I got to park it outside, or if it's raining, and I'm not worried about it leaking. And this was, yeah. But that's what you run into when you get these car projects, or like 2 or 3 car projects, like some of us, right? I'm trying to be focused here, guys. I really am, and I think this is the big priority right now: is wow, that's bad. I mean, I've seen pretty much everything on this truck, and now I've really seen everything on this truck, and that's bad. So this is something I have to take care of now, because it's definitely not going to be better. Like I said, Phoenix is secured. Nothing's happening to it. Jim's doing good. Nothing's happening to Jim. And then, well, I've got the work truck that's rotting as well. But I got to get this done first, so I can get to the work truck, which is one of my goals of where I really want to go. All right, well, that's my rambling. I don't know if this is going to be the end or not. I've done a lot of video on this, and it's like I said, this is kind of been more of a video logging than how-to stuff like what I usually do. But that's just kind of what I'm going to try out right now. I don't have a whole lot of how-to stuff because, well, this is what I'm doing. Yeah. This is the dirty part of it, right? All right, well, I think I'll let you go for that. So if you like what you see, make sure to hit that like, subscribe. All right, and if you find this useful, make sure to share with someone too. And I'll see you next time on Broken Tool Garage. Alright, challenge of reading Tender Warrior 1 chapter a week. I am finished. I answered my questions. I read chapter 16. Done. I'm a finisher. I got it done. So I don't know if I'll continue doing these or not. I didn't really get any comments or anything about this, so I don't know. I'll continue reading something, but I don't know if I'll put it at the end like this or not. Alright. One other thing, Built Not Bought shirt right here. I picked this up at Brutal. He has, I forgot what his website is. Of course, he has that linked on his YouTube channel as well. And it's talking about working on your own vehicle, doing your own oil changes, doing your own work, like on the Ramcharger. You might not be going that deep, but it's about doing your own stuff, right? Anyways, you can check out Brutal on that to find these kind of t-shirts and stuff like that. Alright, thanks for watching.